Welcome to the Curious Internet. I'm your host, DJ Bunch, but I'm not even a DJ.
And this is our second time trying to record this.
No, it's not. Shut
yes,
up.
it is.
No, it's not.
Be honest with the people.
No, all right. Well, hello. So we're not going to talk about. It's been a long time. We're not going to talk about it. We're saying we're basically retreading the same thing we just said from the last podcast. But
and we're not going to do any of the depressing stuff.
Depressing stuff, yeah. Well, we're going to do one of the depressing things, but it turned out to be funny to me, to be honest with you. So let's talk about the DSP video.
That.
So I guess yeah, I'll take care of that. I'm gonna send this to Phil. I'm gonna fucking make this title so bait clicky it's impossible not to click on.
I really hope you don't.
I wanted to put out just that. Okay, so from what we met from the guy and from the time that we talked to him, Phil is a very nice guy. He's a very good guy. He's very good.
Yeah, he was nice to us.
Yeah, nice to us. And from what I've seen as I've been watching him for a long time, like around since he started.
And I don't watch him at all.
He doesn't watch him at all, but and I do know, yes, there's some things that he's done that's very questionable, some things that he's done that's just make him seem like an asshole. And there has been cases where I've been like, yeah, damn it, Phil, why the fuck you had to do that? But however, the amount of attacks that we got on that fucking video.
Yeah, they weren't really pointed at they were not really pointed at a DSP. They were mostly pointed at us for talking to DSP, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Like they were mad that we got him on, and it was kind of like, well, he's still a guy, and that was the one thing. I had a big conversation with somebody on Twitter about when I brought up the fact that he was one of the guys that inspired PewDiePie. Like when they asked me, like, do you think that he lied about that? Like, and I'm on record, like, I will go on record and say, like, I don't know, maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but all I know is what he said, and it's not that hard to believe. Like, if you really think about it, like, from what he done, it's not that hard to believe. Like, because Thomas, I told you, like, what he's done.
Well, I mean, what he does, I've seen what he does, and he self-admits that he has not changed over time. So what he does now used to be what, Let's Plays were. 40-minute videos of minimal commentary, no face cam of just what's going on in front of them, and occasional comedy and stuff like that. And it evolved from there.
That's what he's done. That's how he's always been. And that was like how it started. That's how it were. And it's not hard to think that PewDiePie got inspiration from him. I mean, like, we're not saying, like, he has said that he didn't start the whole Let's Play the new movement or whatever, but he was one of those guys who was in the front runners. But because he was being stubborn and he didn't change over time, I think that's really the only reason that he's not bigger than what he is. But it's probably for the best that he's not any bigger, because I don't know how he would handle that kind of fame that, like, PewDiePie and Mark have,
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, DSP, if you're hearing this, sorry, but judging by how you responded to some of the people's comments on our video, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say you're not the best with public relations. Not to say that we are. We are by far nowhere near.
I thought we handled it pretty well.
I thought we handled it pretty well, but still, I could not stop myself from commenting on some of these people's stuff. Like,
because it was so stupid. Like, when they said that he's a racist, that is like the one thing I was like, okay, hold the fuck on. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
that's when I first responded.
I mean, I don't want to be the guy to pull this card, but you're black, dude. I have a feeling you would know. I mean, I'm not saying that because you're black you would know, but you've at least experienced racism, so you kind of can tell when someone's being, racist.
Or has said the thing, like, when I asked this dude, like, okay, well, show me something where he's been racist. And he sent me to this link, and I seen the video before I seen the playthrough, and I saw it. I'm like, he just made a slight joke that wasn't that funny, but it had to do with race. But it wasn't at all him thinking that he was better than another race. He didn't show any hate for a race, and I thought that was okay. It was just a joke.
See,
and then when I told it,
go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. You said it.
I was just gonna say that's where the newer generation comes between issues of what's racist and what's not politically correct. There's a difference. There is clearly a difference.
It was just him not being politically correct. That's really all it was. But when I said that, I gave my opinion. Like, what they asked me, what's the definition of racism? I'm like, the hate for another race. And then he's like, I knew you wouldn't use a literal definition. Like, nigga, that is the literal definition of racism: the hatred or thinking that you're better than another race. And like, oh my fucking god, these people try to find anything like to kill this guy.
Yeah.
But when they were like attacking us, some of them tried to, and we shut that shit down real quick because if they tried to be funny, and we showed why we are doing it and not them. So.
I mean, people could be like, "Oh, now you're talking shit about your fans." Well, they're not really our fans because
they're not our fans.
Well, the only reason they showed up to that podcast is because they wanted to stir up controversy because of Phil, and another thing is they just wanted to be assholes. I mean, you don't go to some person's video and start talking shit like that just because you're a decent human being. No, you do that because you are a horrible, shitty person.
There are good, decent human beings. There were actually a few decent human beings in the video that commented on the video.
Oh yeah, there were a few people that were defending. There were some that were like, "Hey, I don't exactly approve of Phil, but what you guys are doing is pretty cool." So I was like, "All right, well, you're nice. I like you."
You see, I appreciate it. And we commented on this, like, "Thank you for watching and giving us your opinion." Like, at least I respect that. Like, you gave us an opinion because you watched or you listened to the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
And there was one thing where I did where it's again, Phil, if you're listening to this at all, man, I seriously love you, man. We both got a lot of love for you, no disrespect, but he was right in a sense when he said that getting Phil on our podcast, which is when we're just beginning, and I knew going in that he didn't have a lot of great PR reputation, a great PR reputation. Like he's not like sadly he's more negatively known than positively, sadly. And I knew that was coming. And so maybe in some cases when at least what this dude said, he was right that maybe I should have chose someone better. But I don't regret it because it was still very cool to talk to him, to talk to a guy that I've been watching for a long time. And I think the video went well. Like, people who were saying I was kissing his ass. I mean, if you want me showing human decency and not being a fucking prick, then of kissing his ass, and yeah, I'm a total ass kisser. I'm a ass kisser to Thomas. I'm an ass kisser to my mom, my dad. I kiss so much ass, yeah, because I'm a nice guy. I show decent human stuff.
Well, I mean, your nose is already brown, so.
Yeah, that's so you're halfway there, guys. Joke.
Non-PC joke. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that too racist for you guys?
Is that racist? Oh shit. But overall, basically what we're saying, Phil, we were glad to have you on whenever, if you ever want to come back. And
I'm picking the next guest, though.
You pick the next guest, though. You can pick the next guest, though.
Yeah, you need your little time in the timeout corner.
Yeah, for that one, yeah. But like I said, for anyone who didn't like what I said, the questions I asked and how I asked them and everything, I'm sorry. I didn't give what you were looking for, but overall, good podcast.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun listening in on it.
Yeah,
I tried to give you as much directive from the background as I could via
which
Skype
I appreciate.
Messages. Yeah, I came up with like 5 different topics to talk about and typed them out, and I was like, huh, is this what being a director is like? And Basically. Then I realized, wait a minute, no, it's not. What am I doing with my life? Existential crisis.
That's gonna make somebody cry.
Yeah, I just imagine I was like, if I were in a studio, I would be that guy with the cue cards that everyone ignores. I'm just kind of standing there with this guy's lines, and all of a sudden he's improvising. I'm like, well, shit. What do I do now? I'm standing here with this guy's lines on this card, and he's going off on himself. All right, whatever.
That's not my fault. Don't fire me,
please.
No,
it's not my fault. Right. They're a good actor.
All right. So now, have you seen The Force Awakens?
No, but I already had the ending spoiled for me the day before it was released.
Well, that's why you don't read YouTube comments.
I wasn't even on. And we're back.
So, Thomas, have you seen The Curious Internet?
You mean ourselves? Have I seen ourselves? Well, you see, every morning I like to wake up and look in the mirror and say, wow, you're a sack of shit, and then move about my day. So, yeah, I think I've seen The Curious Internet.
I bet. Well, show's over. Let's go home.
Yep, we're done. We got to get all our YouTube dollars in order, and then we're good.
Sandra!
Who the hell is... Who's Sandra?
Sandra, get the thing!
Who's Sandra?
What? We're closing down. It's over.
Did we hire an intern?
Yeah, we hired an intern, but now she's fired.
What?
So Sandra, don't look at me. Sandra.
Come on. I didn't even get to meet the intern.
Well, Sandra, now she's going to leave because no one likes her. Yeah, cry. Yeah, go work for Little Way. See how much better it is. We need her back.
Oh, God.
We need her back. She has all the documents.
The documents?
She has all the sex tapes.
Oh, God. It's Clinton all over again.
Oh, God. All right. Now, what I was really trying to say is, have you seen Force Awakens?
No, but as I said previously, I had the ending spoiled for me. Which, in case, by the way, the ending to this foot... No, I'm not going to say it.
I mean, all right. Well, you haven't seen it, so I can't even go and spoil. The whole movie's a fucking spoiler because the trailer did so well not telling you anything.
Really? Because from what I've seen, all the trailers just like, oh, hey, we're going to tell you everything. So the fact that there's still stuff to say is just...
No, that trailer didn't say shit when you see the movie. It didn't say shit.
All the trailer review people were kind of like, wow, you're just going to spoil everything.
The Millennium Falcon's in here, Han Solo and Chewbacca's in here, and Princess Leia's in the movie.
Wait, Chewbacca's
and they fight.
In there?
Oh, wow. You did not see that?
No, Chewie. Daddy, no.
And then he fights, and then they fight Kylo Ren. The end. That's it. That was a trailer.
Well, yeah, I mean,
there's a lot more stuff that happened.
Saber of Christ was popping up there.
Why are fucking nerds so mad about that lightsaber, about Kylo Ren's lightsaber?
So welcome to the internet where everyone's upset about everything, as we previously know for our last podcast. But okay, so I got a couple explanations for that one.
All right.
First of all, how long has the Star Wars franchise been around?
Since 1977, so about 40 years now, I guess.
Wait, you knew that off the top of your head?
Yeah.
Damn, nice. Anyway,
continue.
nerds have been around even before then, correcting people when they make mistakes.
True.
And mercilessly so. So, would it be much of a surprise to you for a franchise that's been around for over 40 years, someone comes around and corrects someone about something that happened in Star Wars? Welcome to the nerds. Did any of that make sense? Khalil? Oh, donkey Christ. And
fuck Skype.
Yep, fuck Skype. We're back again.
We're fuck Skype, all right? I just hate it. There's a lot of salt in my mouth right now.
Uber salty.
There's a lot of salt. But from what I was going to say, about just basically fandom, I do know about that because you've seen CinemaSins. I know that.
Of course I have.
Hopefully a lot of people here who's listening have seen CinemaSins. They did a CinemaSins episode on Dragon Ball Evolution. Now, usually that show definitely stays away from any the original source material when it comes to movies because they just base it off of a movie. And Dragon Ball Evolution as a movie is just a terrible movie. But especially when you go back to the source material, it's fucking horrendous. So when he was doing he went back to the source material talking about what was wrong with it. through the source material, he said the fucking names wrong so much. Like he said Gohan and fucking when he was talking about shit that was wrong, that was not in the show, that was not in the movie, but was in the show. He even got those facts wrong, and then I get what they're talking about with the lightsaber. How about that?
It would basically be like me calling you Cahill.
I would fucking kill you if you did call me that.
Well, I called Sean Sheen for like the longest time.
I called Sean Sheen as well.
Well, yeah, the first couple times it's an accident, but after that you just do it to provoke him.
Yeah, because it was funny as hell, and we knew he couldn't do anything about it.
And it's because we're assholes, the best kind of assholes, friendly assholes.
That's why we're not friends with him anymore.
Hey, I'm still friends with him.
I haven't talked to him in a while. Probably should,
or shouldn't. I don't know.
Or should. I don't know which one is going on right now.
Like, I texted him 2 days ago about my whole situation with school, and I didn't get a text from him until today at like 6 o'clock.
Thanks, you're a true friend, Sean. Fuck you. I'm just kidding. I love Sean till always, but goddamn, has he not been acting like an asshole for lately?
Well, friends test each other. Well, I mean, don't test each other intentionally, but shit happens. Just like, friend stuff. Like, oh, hey, you're being kind of a douchebag, but it's just testing our friendship. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Friendship Podcast, where friendship is magic and love.
No, Friendcast. Oh wait, no, that's already a thing.
Friendcast.
Damn it, copyrights.
Friendcast is a thing? Really?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Friendcast.
Hold up.
I'm looking that up right now.
Yeah, look it up.
I am looking that up.
Friendcast.
Friendcast.
Oh my god, it is, and it's from one of my favorite, well, not my absolute favorite, but one of my favorite Let's Players, Super Best Friends Play.
Oh yeah, super best friend cast. Yes.
So okay, it's taken, respectfully so, by the ones who deserve it.
I am going to watch the shit out of this later, or listen to the shit out of this. This is awesome. I didn't know this existed.
I didn't know podcasts could defecate.
I didn't know podcasts had people that I actually enjoyed.
Well, I mean, we do a podcast.
Do you think I enjoy it?
That hurts. I put a lot of time and I put a lot of effort into getting this together, and screw you.
We've both put in a lot of work and effort to get this together.
Okay, that's fair. I did a lot of...
You did a lot of behind-the-scenes work, though,
yeah.
And I appreciate that.
You did guests' involvement in the actual creation of the stuff, and I hooked up the AdSense account, and I did the...
That's what we all need. We need somebody in the background, and you're good at the background stuff, which I need to get better at.
And I suggested you a decent microphone. You're welcome.
Thank you. Well, hey, I'm sorry I cannot give you that one because I knew about this microphone a while back, and I had my eyes on it. I wanted to save up for it, and then you told me that I'm just gonna go get it. And I'm like, well, fuck. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess he's going to have a better microphone. And I was actually okay with that. And then my dad was like, hey, what do you want for Christmas? So I'm like, well, I want this microphone. It was like $100-something. Like, all right. I'm like, really? It's like, yeah.
Daddy, yay.
Dad.
Daddy, no.
Oh.
But,
my dad listens to the podcast. You know that?
Oh. Hi.
That's crazy. He called me up one day saying that hey, so I saw on Facebook that you do a podcast and that thing is a trip. You do curse a lot. Like,
yeah, we do.
I mean, like, that's us, man. I've just always been, you know what I noticed? Like I heard this on Game Grumps, and I've never been more, like, especially for us, is that cursing is more like a noise to us than actual words. If you really think about it, because like when we're thinking about something, like I don't think we've really done it on the podcast, but we definitely done it together, and like they use the same, Game Grumps use the same analogy. Like when we're trying to think about something to say, like, yeah, so fucking, you remember that? Like that, basically. That's like a sound to us, not even like a word.
Yeah, it's just kind of like I'm gonna segment this shit. I'm just like, it's
like so shit, you know? Like,
yeah.
It
makes you wonder if curse words sounded any different, how weird sentences would sound. Like instead of fuck, if we had cur. It's like,
yeah,
you cur, and I don't know. I tried to.
You goddamn fucking like. I don't know. Just sometimes it just happens. Like
But it feels so natural.
It really does.
It's just a natural progression of where your
I,
mind goes.
it's like maybe it's like it's not even us like trying to sound cool or whatever. It's just us straight up like, yeah, motherfucking that shit happened. Like, that's just really how it is. That's how I talk. I'm not even like a potty mouth or anything.
And then you got your white friend over here. So golly gosh darn.
Well,
Yeah.
golly, no, bro. Honestly,
Oh
you
boy.
get blacker. You get black sometimes.
Well, I mean, you ask my girl Marlissa, and she'll tell you.
Grandma Lissa.
Okay,
Grandma
so
Lissa.
I didn't say Grandma Marlissa. I said my girl Marlissa, except she's not my girl. She's like my best friend from Alabama.
Alabama, man. Fuck Alabama.
Hey, I'm still root for them in the national championships.
I don't know. They've been playing the best football, but Clemson is the true number one because they're undefeated. The true undefeated versus the
But
team playing the best football.
did they did they play Ole Miss?
Well, so did Texas A&M, but that's not a fucking like something to brag about.
To answer the question, did they play Ole Miss?
No, a lot of teams didn't play Ole Miss.
Well, if they did play Ole Miss, then we'd be tied for number one. Because I'm not gonna lie, Ole Miss kind of wrecked our shit.
Ole Miss they're a good team. Shout out to Kim Dichie, man. I heard what happened when you came over to Atlanta. Damn, I'm sorry.
Wait, what happened?
He okay. So a lot of people don't know. They're one of the big stars, Robert Kimdichie, 6'5", 255 or maybe even more pound lineman. He went to a school in Gwinnett me and Thomas went to school in Gwinnett, and I met him. I was actually cordial with him for a little bit. Then he went off to college and did his own thing. He came back to Atlanta to visit, and he got fucked up with there it is again with the cursing. I didn't even know I cursed right there, but he got messed up with a drug charge. He got caught with some weed on him,
Damn.
right? And he went to jail for like a night or so. And then I think he was kicked out of the whatever bowl game they were going to be in.
Did he get kicked out of school?
Nah, that's not something you get
Good,
kicked out of school
good.
for.
Well, if you're a regular student, probably you'd get kicked out.
I mean,
of
if it's
school.
on campus, you get kicked out of.
Yeah, but football players get special treatment and all that. And oh, don't act like it doesn't happen.
It's true. I know some of the players and they get special treatment.
Exactly. So don't be saying that don't happen. It does.
It happens all the time, man. I was agreeing with
I'm
you.
not
Shit.
salty about it. Obviously, I just call it for what it is.
I'm looking at Super Best Friend cast right now. I'm just getting excited to listen to it.
Oh my god, you sound like a giddy schoolgirl, except
I know.
You're a 19-year-old black male. So.
You know how I feel old as hell when it comes to YouTube sometimes because I was like chilling with my friend's like 14-year-old cousin, and he watches Machinima. And I'm like, oh shit, you watch Machinima? So I'm thinking like the definite old Machinima where it was art and stuff like that. People made movies with video games,
Yeah.
and it was like one of those the ETC podcasts or whatever. And Steven Larson, two fucking giants to me and Thomas, like those are giants in like gaming and like just basically the YouTube world. And this little kid's like, who are those two old dudes? I almost slapped him. I'm like, no, like.
Well, you heard they left Machinima.
I know. I heard they left cinema, but Steven Larson. That's Steven Larson. What are they doing now? Actually,
They're back doing their usual they still have a top 10 type thing. They have their own channel.
I might not subscribe to it.
Yeah, I mean, let's see, where is it? I have it on my subscription list. My subscription list is like 80 different channels.
Same, but I'll watch like 10 of them.
But yeah, it's just Steven Larson is their channel name.
Bet. I'm about to sneeze.
I'm not cutting that out in post.
All right.
I've already got a few things on my mind that I want to do for the video, which is going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, I bet. Oh man. Well, there's a lot of things to talk about. Honestly, that's happened. Donald Trump running for president. The shit's going mad.
Okay, I'm waiting for that to come out as a joke. I'm praying every day that it's coming out as a joke.
I think he's really serious,
Well, I
but
mean, he's serious. Of course he is, but I'm
a
hoping
lot of
it's a
people are not
joke.
going to vote for him. I'm not voting for him. He's a fucking joke. Like
Well,
he is a fucking joke.
the sad part is he's going to get a lot of votes if he's the only Republican candidate. That if it let's put it this way, a lot of the older generation, if they had to choose between Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton, they're gonna pick Trump.
Because he's a man.
Well, no, mostly because the older generation doesn't really trust Hillary. I don't trust Hillary. I don't trust Hillary at all.
I low key don't trust Hillary either. And I love the Clintons.
Well, I
Like
mean,
I seriously do.
I think Bill was great in office. I mean, he had the
I
whole
wish he can come
Monica
back.
incident. But
And that's great. Monica Lewinsky is a fucking 1,000 to maybe millionaire because she sucked the president's dick. That's amazing.
would you be a millionaire if you sucked the president's dick?
I probably wouldn't. It would be less glamorous if I sucked the president's dick.
But would you though?
No.
Not even
Whose
for-
dick? What would you suck another man's dick to get your dick sucked by any woman in the world?
No.
So you're saying that if Jennifer Lawrence came up to you right now and she's like, "Yo, suck his dick for 20 seconds, and I'll suck your dick for like 5 minutes."
I mean, she ain't no $1 million, so no.
Okay. What if a professional porn star, the greatest girl to ever give head, said, "Suck his dick for 20 seconds, and I'll suck your dick for 5 minutes," which you'll probably won't even last that long because it's the greatest. It's the greatest blow job giver in the world.
I didn't just say my favorite porn star. Anyways, no,
Maserati.
I would not. All right.
Your Khalifa.
Hey, we still need to get her on the show.
Bruh, I love Mia Khalifa. I love her. I love like the shit she tweets out. It's so funny.
You know what? If you can get her on the show, I will let you get any guest you want from now on forever. Like I will not.
If I get Mia Khalifa on the show, I think I might quit. I think I've done what I needed to do.
No, because then we can get more people.
Like more porn stars, like a Bella Danger and
Well,
Keisha Grey.
All right.
Why do I know those names? I don't know. What
That was the next question that was coming to my mind, but
Bella
I was
Danger?
thinking more celebrities, not necessarily working in the porn industry. You know.
I mean, well, all right. Who else? Fucking Hugh Jackman. Fucking.
I mean, sure, why not? Talk about.
Harry's a nice guy. Harry's a really nice guy.
We get fucking what's his name? Ryan Reynolds on here talk about his Deadpool movie, which by the way, Deadpool is a million times better than Spider-Man.
Fuck you.
You
All right. Just so they know, in my dorm room, on the right side of it, there is a sign, and it has two little emblems. One is Deadpool, and the other one's Spider-Man. And under it, it's like the names of the people who stay here. And my roommate, his name is Chris. His name is under the Deadpool one, and I'm the fucking Spider-Man one. And so he was salty that he wasn't Spider-Man and I was Spider-Man. And every kid wants to be Spider-Man when they grow up because Spider-Man.
Deadpool.
Why?
Okay, first of all, can't die.
True.
Second of
Spider-Man
all,
pulls hose.
You get to be insane for no reason. And love
Spider-Man pulls hose, and I don't even call girls hoes, but
Spider-Man's poor.
them girls in Spider-Man comics are hoes.
Yeah, but I mean, he's poor. Think about that.
Why is Spider-Man not black then? Because he lives in Queens, and if anybody knows New York, Queens is one of the blackest areas. It's like basically the hood over there.
Isn't
Southside.
there? There's a comic book version of Spider-Man where he's black, isn't there?
Yeah, it's new. It's in the future. He's Miles Morales. It's a black and Hispanic 16-year-old kid who's Spider-Man.
Okay, so
am
tell me,
goddamn black and Hispanic.
Why
So-
have you not cosplayed as him? Like, go to a convention, have a Spider-Man costume, but have a little tag that says, "Hi, my name is," and then
Hi,
write
I'm
in
Miles
Miles Morales. And then when people get upset, like, "Oh, you're not the real Spider-Man," pull your hood off, and they see you're black, and you're like, "Oh, okay, hi."
Miles Morales, bitch. Miles Morales is sick, nasty. Look him up if you haven't.
But
Look him.
But
What?
back to the discussion. Deadpool is better than Spider-Man. Just saying.
I like Deadpool a lot. It's just I don't know. I got too much love for Spider-Man.
Okay, how about this? We'll compare The original Spider-Man with the new Deadpool movie. Oh my god. And more technical difficulties. This is great. You see, kids, when you decide to go run your podcast and you decide, hey, guess what I'm going to do? I am going to make it so, I'm just going to do it over Skype and we're going to record it and stuff. And yeah. So just don't do it. Just don't do it. All right? Because then you got to deal with this crap all the time. Because it's Skype, and Skype is horrible. And this is what happens. You know what? Use TeamSpeak. Use TeamSpeak. Or better yet, do it in person. Instead of this crap. Because then it's not even going to load, and you got to deal with all the buffering and the bad internet, and it's bad. It's okay. It's bad. It's bad. It's horrible, honestly. I hate Skype.
Fuck Skype.
I hate Skype.
Fuck it, whatever. I don't care.
It's
All
evil.
right.
It was devised by Satan to give human being migraines, so they couldn't cure cancer. That's the story I'm sticking with.
That's a lot to put on Skype right there.
It's all Skype's fault that we haven't cured cancer. I'm saying it right now.
Calling it.
Calling
Gabe
it.
Newell. I know you created Skype, you fucker.
Somewhere deep inside the Skype files, there's a file for Half-Life 3.
Half-Life 3 confirmed?
Actually, it's unconfirmed. But I don't mean unconfirmed as the fact that it could exist. The fact that it exists has been almost denied at this point. Because guess what?
What?
The head writer for the script of Half-Life 1 and 2 retired from Valve.
Nigga, we can replace.
We can rebuild.
We can rebuild. Like, it's okay. We don't need him. J.J. Abrams made a Star Wars movie without fucking George Lucas, so we're straight.
And we're bringing it back.
Back to Star Wars. It goes full circle, kids.
No full circle.
Have we even recorded 30 minutes yet? I've a full 30 minutes.
I don't know. I would have to check all the files that we have.
Guys, like 10 minutes apiece.
I know. It's not even like a full 10 minutes because half of them are just me ranting about how crappy Skype is, and they're only going to hear like a fraction of it because I'm going to edit it out, and well, some of it, not all of it.
All right, the title of this podcast: Why DSP Sucks Because Skype. Like, that's the answer.
Oh God, no.
That's the answer.
Okay, so we don't even have 20 minutes of we have 21 minutes of content.
21 minutes of content. All right.
We don't even have an hour. We have less than half an hour.
Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, we don't even. I don't even. Whatever. All right, but
that reminds me of us talking about YouTube. Did you?
What's up?
Okay, have you ever heard of Keemstar?
Yeah. I told you about this, nigga.
Did you?
Yes, I told you about Drama Alert.
I
told you about Lion Maker and all this shit. Do you want to talk about the shit that's been going on and why Drama Alert and Keemstar is the greatest YouTuber of all time? Like, I love Drama Alert.
Please tell me you're joking.
I love Drama. Do you hate it?
I hate him with a passion.
No, I love it.
Did you hear what he just recently did?
I know, but it's a fucking mistake. Everybody makes mistakes, dude.
No,
We made mistakes.
okay.
We had DSP on the podcast. Doo-dum-dum. That's it, folks. See you later.
Okay. First of all, two things. One, he falsely accused another YouTuber of having sexual relations with a 14-year-old.
Which has been confirmed.
Actually, no, it has not been confirmed. Actually, it's the exact opposite of that. It has been confirmed to be incorrect.
We'll see. I haven't looked up anything with drama alert lately. So
Yeah,
keep
it
going.
turns out that the 14-year-old who did all this, first of all, was doing it for attention and made up nearly all of it. The FBI had been called in on the matter, and they checked all of his social media accounts, all of his phone records, everything that he could possibly transmit a picture through, found nothing. The only thing they found was light flirting, which in his country is not illegal. And yeah,
I just
so
want to
all
understand how is that Keemstar's fault?
because not only was he the one who openly chastised this guy publicly, but he also was part of the reason the allegations went so far. I mean, the girl who pretty much brought out this drama. I mean, she's to blame for a good part of it, but the only reason it went as far as it did was because of Keemstar. Second of all, there was the thing with the old guy, where he, first of all, if you saw the old guy's reaction to what happened, you would hate Keemstar with a passion as much as I do. I mean, all he does is he just goes online and he plays RuneScape and has people watch him and enjoy his content, and they do. But I mean, this guy was watching all these people saying, going into his chat, telling him to kill himself, telling him he was a pedophile, all those kind of things. And I mean, he started breaking down, crying. A grown, like, 60, 70-year-old man crying on stream. And it's heartbreaking. And I mean, this is what Keemstar does for a living, is call people out on shit where most of the time it's not true.
Okay.
He makes an entire YouTube career about trying to ruin other people, and he's just an asshole. He DDoSes people. He gets everybody's information out. It's not DDoSing. DDoS is doxing, whatever. He gets people's information out, which, first of all, highly illegal. Second of all, extremely immoral. And third of all, he's got no basis for any of the crap that he does. Honestly,
Well, we just have to understand where drama alert, because like this pedophile shit really just came out of nowhere. Like just really just started with a guy named Lion Maker, who is, it is true that he is a pedophile. He's done some things that are really bad. But
I was talking about the stuff with Yami Mash.
yeah, Yami Mash, I haven't been up to date with like I was with Lion Maker, so I don't know. I thought it was confirmed, but the thing is, like, I can forgive both of these things that you're talking about, because one, you know, how would you react if you just figured out there's another dude who just came out to be a child, pedophile, and there's a girl, a 14-year-old girl who just said all of this stuff and did everything, and you just came off the hood of another story where you had to deal with another pedophile, so you're going to be thinking
that's the issue. You don't have to deal with it. Let the proper authorities go through the rounds and make sure it's taken care of. That's what they're there for.
He is the YouTube TMZ. He gives us news that we don't care about.
I fucking hate TMZ.
Exactly. I hate TMZ too. And for a while I hated Drama Alert, because here's how Drama Alert started. It started off with basically him talking about a little like back and forth between COD commentators and COD teams and just different things like that. That's how it really started off. When he started getting to like this news about pedophiles and stuff like that, and almost say I do see like some of this hating. It recently just started. Like, this is like very, very recently. It just started all this. Like the reason I say like I still like this guy, because I was with him like a year and a half ago when he was just doing like stuff like the whole Basher thing that happened and all of that stuff and everything. And and people will try to blame like, oh, well, you forced Basher to say all this stuff. It was like, no, because the thing that was happening with Basher was something that was pretty serious. Like, people were trying to convict Basher for like having sex with like a younger person. He's 24 and somebody in their teens, and now he is convicted for doing this before. But it's like way, way, way back, and it's in his past. And I'm a forgivable person, so like forgive and forget. He's a new person. He's a different person. But then it came out with this thing where like him and his girlfriend was having this big argument, this big fight, and then people were and he got fucked over basically with something that happened with this with him and another group of YouTubers, which you have to look up either on Drama Alert or whatever. There's a whole thing about Basher.
I'm not giving Drama Alert any more views, so I'm going elsewhere.
It's really is just that I think that what he does, I think is just it's very entertaining, and I do see the hate of why he gets it, and that last thing that happened with the old man, that fucking sucks. But the only thing is that really I can defend it because he let out a video saying that he was wrong first on Twitter, and they made a full public apology on YouTube about it. And
yeah, but did you actually watch it?
Yeah, I actually did watch it.
So
I watched
you
the whole
saw
thing.
how he was pretty much taking credit for the fact that this guy gets all the views that he does now. He's basically trying to he's basically trying to say what he did was a good thing. He's sitting there trying to justify what he did with saying, "Oh, well, now he's got all these viewers now and all these subscribers and all these followers, and that's great for him." No,
Wait, what video are you talking about? Wait, are you talking about with the old guy?
Yeah, with the old guy.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, because you have to know. Well, he has a huge audience. Like, he is subscribed to some of the biggest YouTubers on the site, and so he is loved by them, and so he does have a big audience, and so it is kind of great. Like, he's almost not him taking the. I mean, well, I guess you would say he is taking some of the credit
for what it is, Khalil. See it for what it is. He's trying to take credit.
For some of it, he was, but it's true. He's saying like, "Yo, I'm a big YouTuber, and now we're giving more views and more money. Apparently, really, what it comes down to more money to this old guy who plays RuneScape. That's great, and that's great that he feels happy about that. Now, how we may have said it, yeah, okay, I understand, but at least that it is in a sense true. And at least I'm glad that he did apologize for what he did about like getting that information wrong. And even then, like he said, he has a team, and how his team went on getting that information. That's why I'm glad that he did cut them off. He's not working for them. They're not working for him anymore. That's good. You just got to give him that. Like, at least he fired the people where it's their fault that that information even came to light.
I guess maybe, but I mean, if they actually done the research like they said they would have seen that the person that they called out was still in jail right now. I mean, that's a pretty big thing to miss, and those are public records.
But here's the thing, though, that he said in the video that wasn't on him. He doesn't. He gathers his own information and news on certain topics, but he also has to get from outside sources and like from his team. And has to be sometimes where. Now, me and you know this, when we have to put out a video and if it's about something, at least I do know about this. Like, if I'm putting out a video that has certain information, like that's happening, or it's a story that's developing as I'm making the video, he probably didn't have time to fact check, and that's probably on him. He does take that blame that he didn't fact check. But you do have to still blame it on those guys who gave him the information in the first place, because this pedophile shit, and to their minds, this is making big money, and so they want to get another pedophile thing that's going on that's happening. This happened. Like, no, you got to fact check, and those guys didn't fact check, but Keemstar does. He has a good track record, at least for fact checking, like with the Lion Maker thing, and even with the Yami Mash thing in a situation where I think he did fact check, like because. The parents of the girl were contacting him, and he saw all this stuff and everything, and he got messages from people who are friends with Yami Mash. Like, he's just reporting the news as it comes. But since the girl has come out and said that, I did this all for attention, it wasn't real, blah blah blah. That's not on Keemstar. That's on them. He is He is going off of the story. Now, he did attack Yami Mash. That is not I'm not saying he did, and he didn't. And whether that's morally correct or is he right for that or not, that's not up for me to say, because I don't even know if he was even right for that. Even when the story first came out to light, and I even did believe that he was he was, a pedophile and everything. But that's really like anybody's reaction will be like, what the fuck, you pedophile? Like, all this evidence that's against you, it's not really making your case any better, And that's why I can't really dislike Keemstar on what happened, on that, because it was really just a mistake on his end and he fixed it, and he was just reporting on a developing story. That's what I think it was.
I can't respect somebody who ruins other people's lives just for to make a quick buck. I mean, that's my stance on the issue. I don't care.
So you
whether
think Lion Maker should still be doing his thing?
I think the proper channels could have been taken to get him out, but I don't think calling him out like that's worth it. I mean, if he did something wrong, get the authorities called on him. If he did something wrong, then fucking do something. But I mean, it's not on him to sit there and call other people out like that. It's not his. It's not. He has no right. I get that some people make. I get some people break the law. Some people are terrible people. But by being a terrible person and thinking you're doing a good thing, that does not help in the issue. I mean, if there's a pedophile on YouTube who is making money and stuff like that and talking to younger kids like that, I would be concerned, yes. But is he legally allowed to do it? I mean, technically, yes. Is it okay for him to approach any of his subscribers? Probably not. And if he does, he should suffer the consequences of it because, I mean, there's legal action that people can take. Like, when people are pedophiles, they're not allowed within a certain range of schools, of other children, that kind of thing. There's ways to prevent that kind of thing from becoming an issue in the real world. Whether you enjoy someone's content on YouTube or not, or on any other site, it's not part of the question. Someone's professional life should not be part of their personal life, and vice versa, in my opinion. But once you make your professional life about someone else's personal life, that's where I have an issue. Like paparazzi, TMZ, fucking Keemstar, all those kind of things. I think it's just it's wrong. It's just, in my opinion, it's wrong. I think it's stupid,
and it doesn't give out news that should be given out.
Yeah, I mean, would you want somebody getting all your information out there if you did something that they deemed as wrong and you might not have seen as wrong? I mean, things in the eyes of the law are different. If you do something in the eyes of the law that are illegal, like if you're a pedophile, yeah, that's bad. You should suffer the consequences of it. But if you do something like, oh, you talked to this person for a small period of time and it misconstrued as something, and then all of a sudden people start jumping on the bandwagon calling you a terrible person, that's not really their right to say. I mean, I'm not trying to base it, like, I guess I'm trying to get a touch of base what I'm saying off of what's going on, but just as a general consensus, if you're not involved with something and what that person is doing isn't illegal, then I don't think you have a right to discuss it, you know? That's well, I mean, that's why I hate call-out stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, at least we both agree on one thing. Fuck TMZ.
Yeah, fuck TMZ.
Fuck TMZ in the asshole. I hate them so much. I really do.
Every time I see that guy's face, like the head guy, I don't even fucking know his name, but every time I see it, he has such a punchable face.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's like, you look at him, you're just like, wow, I want to hit you so badly.
Same. I cannot help agree with you. Yep. That's yep. All right, that's not well. Like you see here, can't both agree on everything. But you know, overall, I do agree with what you're saying, and yeah.
I mean, agree to disagree. Everybody has
a
taste.
It really is agree to disagree.
I mean, I like what I like. You like what you like, and as much as
it's basically when drama alert really full on becomes just fucking TMZ. That's when I'll be like, all right, peace. That's when I'm gonna peace out.
I mean, that's where it's headed, but
it is headed there, sadly. But
it's it's YouTube TMZ.
Yeah, and that's why I liked it, because they were actually talking about, you know, YouTubers that I cared about. And I was like, yeah, I don't mind seeing what this is like. And then, you know, yeah, I saw that, sadly, and yeah.
Well, I mean, everything I scrolled through some of the stuff. It's like all of it is clickbait, all of it.
Yeah.
You look at the titles, nothing but clickbait. It's almost like the National Enquirer. You see that crap piled up on the newsstand when you're at checkout, Kroger, getting your whatever the hell you consume. I don't know what you eat. Twinkies? Do you buy Twinkies when you go to Kroger?
No.
Anyways, when you're in the checkout line, you see Obama's cheating on Michelle, Or
Oh yeah,
is
those,
Charlie
like,
Sheen secretly a reptilian? It's like, no, that's what when I think Keemstar, I think that. Like,
okay, I see what you're coming from there.
yeah, the same thing with TMZ. TMZ is the National Enquirer of TV.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, well, enough about Keemstar.
Yeah, enough of that. We went on like an 8-minute rant on that.
That's true. A piece too. A piece. I think it was 8 minutes a piece for us, right?
Well, I mean, we got 18 minutes and 45 seconds of record time on this file alone.
Oh my god, dude, we did it! Oh, that's about almost 40 minutes of fucking content.
Yeah, almost.
Almost.
Oh
man.
Boy.
Oh boy.
I am so excited.
So who is your favorite? Well, I don't know. I was gonna ask who's your favorite YouTuber of the year, but I don't even know if that's a very fair question because we only watch like a very set YouTubers. So
Yeah, I mean, I watch a lot of Let's Plays. I don't really know what you watch.
I watch a mixture of everything: skits, the skit to the gaming. My only gaming YouTube gaming I watch is the Let's Plays from Achievement Hunter, Game Grumps, and who else? Fucking God damn, who else? I just had their name. God damn, I can't think of it.
Well, I know somebody you should watch because all of the like every single dollar they make from their YouTube channel goes right to charity.
Who?
Penguin Zero, also known as Critical.
I've actually heard of him.
Yeah, I like him a lot. He's one of my favorites.
I watch.
Although you might not like one of his latest videos because he was just ripping into Keemstar about this whole thing that just happened with the old guy.
Yeah.
But other than that, all his videos are just gold. I linked it in the Skype chat.
All right. I like this YouTube group. They're called For Y'all Entertainment. It's for and then y'all and then ENT. They're a comedy skit group that's based in Canada. It's near Toronto and everything. And they're actually really funny. You should check them out as well. They do skits, but it's black. But Thomas, you'll like it because you're basically fucking black.
Apparently, all my friends think so too.
Because you dated a black woman and proceeded to give her the wet willy.
Well, that kind of happened over break too.
Again. I know. She doesn't listen to this podcast.
No, she doesn't.
So it's great.
Actually,
what if she decides to listen to this exact one, and then all of a sudden hear us talk about it? All the podcasts we've ever done and never mentioned her once, or even we did, we changed the subject. The one podcast we decided to say that you gave her the wet willy, she listens to this one.
Well, I mean, shit, I don't care. She and I had an argument the last time we spoke.
Well, that's what happens when you fuck your ex-girlfriend.
Hey,
we all have done it.
Well, you're not wrong, so.
I'm about to say, tell me I'm wrong.
Tell me I'm wrong. Do it.
Do it. I dare you. This podcast will end now.
Hey, I say when it ends.
Yeah, you do. You are recording.
I am recording, and even if you leave, I will continue to rant. I will talk about whatever I want after you leave.
Oh, okay. See ya.
Wait, no. I'm boring without you. Wait, did you leave? Did you really? Where's Skype? Oh, I see the counter still going up.
Fuck you.
Don't be trying to pull none of that on me.
Just pulled it.
Shut up.
I pulled it hard. Oh, and Funhouse. That was the other gaming one. I started to say Funhouse.
Funhouse. Well, I mean, obviously they're the best.
Obviously, they really are.
Pretty much, honestly, you can count anything from Rooster Teeth as just.
Well, now for anything from Rooster Teeth because they just acquired Funhouse or Inside Gaming, whatever you want to call them.
They're not Inside Gaming. Matt Donovic took over Inside Gaming, and now it's crap.
Matt, I love you too. I love Matt.
I mean,
he used to be he's an OG Inside Gaming though. It was him and Adam.
OG, but he's not funny.
He really isn't. It was always Adam who was funny. He was carrying that anyway.
Yeah, Matt's just kind of like That awkward guy you have to invite to the office party because he works there.
Damn.
But I mean, tell me I'm wrong.
Oh my god, that's
Tell
wow.
me if you were handing out invitations to a party and you walked by his desk and you knew him, would you like, disregarding the fact that he's famous, relatively, would you still put an invitation on his desk?
I might, because I don't want him to get left out. I've been left out at parties, so
Yeah, you see, you
shit.
do that the first time, maybe the second time, even possibly the third time, but the fourth time around, no, you would
Oh, that
skip
nigga
over
staying
his
home.
desk. Yeah,
That
he's
nigga
staying
staying
home.
home.
He's staying home with the cats, watching anime on Netflix.
Oh, you heard it here. Matt Donovan has cats. He's a cat lady. You heard it here, folks. Keemstar, where you at?
Shut up. You're not even harping on the fact that he well, I mean, I watch anime, so whatever.
Yeah, I watch anime. So what the fuck you trying to say? Have you seen
Thank
Yu Yu Hakusho lately?
Yu Hakusho?
Yu Yu Hakusho.
No, I need to watch that.
That show has not gotten better with age, but stayed the fucking same. But I love it. I love it still. It's actually really good. I love the opening. The opening is amazing.
Bro, I got a whole list that I need to, like, Zach, Sean, my brother, and a couple other people got together and made me an entire list that I need to watch, and there is over 60 different animes on here.
All right, do you have the list with you?
Yeah, it's in a Google Doc.
All right, let's name them off. Let's look at them.
Okay, I'm gonna list you the ones that I've watched, the ones that I said I'm never ever going to watch.
All right.
Okay, first, Persona 4, the animation. Watched it.
Yeah, that's really good, really good.
Kill a Kill.
Have not finished it, but I like it.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Nichijou.
Naked. Nishi, what the hell is that?
It's basic. Okay, if I could explain it to anyone, it's basically the Seinfeld of anime.
That sounds slightly interesting. I'm gonna watch
Yeah.
that.
Well, you know, with Seinfeld, every single episode has got nothing to do with any of the other episodes.
Yeah.
It's like that, except I mean, it's a bunch of school kids or whatever, and they're going through their crazy shit and whatever.
Is it funny?
Oh, it's hella funny. It's not
Bet.
it's not creepy. Like whenever you say anime and kids in the same sentence, people instantly go to the creepy crap. It's not that.
All right, bet.
All right, Panty and Stocking.
What the
Yeah.
fuck is that?
That's creepy. Don't. I mean,
All right.
it's not creepy, but it's just like over the top. Every other word they say is a curse word, and it's beautiful. It's amazing.
All right.
My brother showed it to me. Okay.
All right. What else?
Next, it doesn't really count as one, but I count it. Ruby.
Monty on RP. But I watch a little bit of Ruby. I can't really get into it. It's not my style. But
Really?
I definitely get
love
the
the hell out of it.
I get the tongue-in-cheek aspect of it, though. I really do.
Okay. All right. So I gotta warn you. These next few ones Zach recommended to me,
Oh God.
and Zach
Oh,
is a pervert.
All right,
And-
Zach's not actually a pervert. And these guys, he's
not
not.
a-
He's our boy, and he's just fucking. He's just into some weird shit.
He's into some shit that'll get your dick thinking weird things.
But it's all in the name of it's fucking hilarious. So just know that.
Okay, here's one that he sat me down and actually watched next to me and made me watch. Monster Musume no Iro Nichijou.
I've heard of that. I heard it's fucking weird.
It is fucking weird, and I'm not going to explain any more of it, because if anybody wants to know what it is, they can go look it up themselves. Alright, next.
Wasn't it that? All right, go on.
We're not talking about it. Alright, next. Makin Ki.
What is that?
I don't remember, honestly.
Fucking skip.
Yeah, Madan no Utu Vandis. Alright, I don't remember that one.
All right, next.
Alright, Absolute Duo. That one's actually really good.
I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, it's like one of those mecha ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've seen a little bit of it.
Okay, so the next one on this list, I am never ever going to watch, and Zach put it on here just to mess with me.
Yep. Know what
Kiss
you're talking
X Sis. Yeah.
about. How would you explain to them what that is?
No. I looked up the synopsis of it, and I wanted to shoot myself. Okay, so what it's about is this guy who has these two stepsisters who constantly want to get with him.
Yep.
Welcome to Japan.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep. It's glorious. Let's just say that. I'm just gonna say it. It's glorious.
I didn't even watch it.
I watched a little bit of it, and I just found it hilarious how this dude is trying to hold himself to not. It's like this movie called Knock Knock. I watched it last night. Do you want to know? Have you heard of Knock Knock?
No, and I'm kind of afraid to, considering the fact what you're comparing it to.
It's a movie with Keanu Reeves, the most serious looking man of all time. He lets these two girls in who are all wet and cold, who are lost. And he lets them in the house, and they seduce him, and they fuck his brains out. Like young hot teens, and they just fuck his brains out, and then they just start doing crazy shit to him. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm frightened. I'm okay.
Watch Knock Knock. I'm serious. It's in Redbox. Watch it.
Oh God.
You will enjoy yourself.
Next. All right. Arya the Scarlet Ammo.
Never heard of that.
It's okay. It's about these kid detectives who have to kill other people and stuff.
All right.
It's actually pretty cool. All right, Bento.
All right.
Think Fight Club, but over boxed lunches.
Yeah. Now I know that one.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
wasn't it that one? Yeah. Was it? Yeah. There was one where they were using food to make a girl orgasm.
I don't remember that part, but that might have been part of it.
I was. All right, go ahead.
Oh God, Campione.
Never heard of that.
It's.
I mean, a lot of people listening to this be like, "Oh my God, this guy's listens to fucking anime." Oh my God.
Yeah, you know what I'd say to those people? You can go fuck yourselves. All right.
Yeah, right, I have a fucking life. I'm sorry.
Forgive me for being interested in things that aren't what you like. I was gonna come up with a better insult there, but I don't.
People will get offended when you call something gay for no reason, so you know.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. Next, another creepy one. Magikoi o Samurai Girls.
Never heard of that one.
Don't.
All right, bet. Continue. All right, let's go on to the ones that people know now. Like, because I know there's the couple that they wanted you to see that were actually like really good.
Okay. One's High School of the Dead, which I actually really liked.
Yes, I love that fucking thing, man. I love it. High School. I watched it with my dad.
It's actually really good.
That is awesome.
I so want season 2, but they're not gonna come out with one.
Yeah, there's no reason to.
Well, I mean, they left it on a cliffhanger, and they had a couple of OVA episodes, and the last OVA it said to be continued.
Ooh.
But the director of the guy who's leading the project, he started writing another manga series, and he hasn't gone back to the other one yet, or he might have.
It's probably High School of the Dead is one of those where I feel like creatively you have to come back to. You can't like sit like work on it for like a whole year. That's just something like when you're doing other shit, you just come up with something that might be funny or cool to be in that series. That's what that thing is to me.
Yeah, it takes time. It's got to come to you. So he might have already, and they might be already in the process of getting the new series created, and they're just waiting for funding and approval. But I don't know. All right, and the last one on the list that people would know is High School DxD.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
It is good.
Very good one. Have you seen Attack on Titan yet?
Of course I have.
Yeah, man. Season 2 comes out in April.
Wait, seriously, April?
Seriously.
Oh yes.
Now I am going to restart reading the manga of it, and I've heard shit goes down in those things. Like it is some messed up stuff that happens in Attack on Titan.
Well, do you want something? This is going to make you either be extremely happy or terribly upset.
All right, go ahead.
Have you heard of Attack on Titan?
High School, right?
Yep. Junior High.
I've heard Junior High. Yeah, I've heard of it. Have not watched it or read it. How is it? Have you seen it?
I've seen it. I've seen almost every episode to date.
It's awesome.
It's different. It's different.
Is it all types of effed up?
It's all types of weird.
Well, that's a weird kind of, like, they kind of set that thing up like this is a weird world, and how would you feel to live in a world where there's 20-foot monsters walking around eating people?
Yeah, the only thing I'm gonna spoil about the high school one is, or I guess junior high, is they don't eat other people. They just eat their lunches.
I'm not gonna ask anymore.
Yeah, it's that kind of weird. So I'm just go to the Funimation website. They've got all 12 episodes up on sub. You have to be
I hate subs, sadly.
you fucking terrible human being.
No, I mean like I'll only sub I watch right now. I'll actually watch is One Piece.
Well, yeah, but One Piece has got like 700, 800 episodes.
And I've seen 700 of them.
Well, you're up to date on it?
Not actually, no. I'm actually I decided to stay in the manga, and I have stopped at when they're in Punk Hazard and they met well, for people who know this don't know what I'm talking about. Basically, I'm at Punk Hazard. Don't know.
I don't know what that is because I've never watched
Exactly.
One Piece.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't know. I was talking to you like you would know. You were up to date to it.
I'm just
Like
sitting
you
here,
know.
hands in my lap, like, yep, I totally understand what you're talking about.
Yep.
Totally.
Punk Hazard, man. Hazards of Punk.
That,
Yep.
that thing, that's phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah. So where we at on the timer?
We got 34 minutes down plus another 20 minutes, so we could probably come up with
10
one
more
more
minutes.
Yeah, 10 more minutes, probably one more topic, and then we can
Yeah.
sign off, and then I'll spend
Done.
the rest of the night editing.
Yay, bitch. I'm sorry. I just always wanted to say that when you're editing. Sorry. Just gonna. All right. So overall, how do you feel about the year 2015? Because I thought it was terrible.
I thought it was a shit year, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's shit year.
Well, I mean,
It's a shitty.
you know why I think it's horrible.
You know why I think it's horrible. So I guess we should talk about it now, since we both said we know why it's horrible.
Well, you start.
Who wants to go? I'll start.
Yeah, you start.
All right. Basically, I just came off of the two worst years in my life, 2014 and 15. Double whammies. It all started right after I graduated high school. Life just fucking punched me in the balls. To give a quick synopsis, me and my family, we were forced to move out of our house. We were homeless for a couple days. We were always struggling for money. We were living paycheck to paycheck, and I was still struggling to try to just get into school because before I graduated high school, or after I graduated high school, I still didn't have an SAT where it was good. It was good enough. So I took some SAT classes and had to find a job. And after like I was doing while I was doing those SAT classes, that's when we lost the house and everything. It was like the day of, like I had to go to an SAT class, and and I had to leave while my parents were trying to get everything out of our house. So, yeah. But 2015 then it had its high moments because I was able to go to college now I'm in Georgia Southern and everything, and it's great. I'm very happy, but even still then I had my fair shares of just being very emotional, very depressed, and a lot of things were just happening. But now I'm in a good place right now where I'm just ready to create. I'm ready to make a whole bunch of podcasts. I'm ready to create a whole bunch of new videos, skits, just a lot of things. And, I'm just so grateful to have so many people like Thomas who are just prepared to help me out. And the only person that's holding me back from doing what I love to do as a career and just being successful in it is just me, because I already have a whole bunch of people who are ready to help me do it. And I'm very thankful for 2016 for at least having these opportunities and these people in my life now. And now it's just up on me to just go ahead and start doing it. So, it has, a positive note. It's good for me. At least 2016 has been so far just a good year. I'm happy for the future. And yeah, so 2015 sucked. Fuck 2015.
Fuck 2015. So I guess it's my turn now.
Yeah.
Like Khalil, I've had a pretty crappy last couple years. First starting back in 2014, where my stepdad was not critically injured, but he was very injured when he was working on the job at the restaurant he was working at, he fell 2 stories, landed on his leg, and shattered 6 bones and dislocated his ankle in 2 different places. Since then, he has lost his job, no longer earning a significant income other than from workers' comp, disability, and the fact that we're going to be pursuing legal action on the insurance company. But yeah, so that happened. Things have been a little emotional here because of just difficulties adjusting. Then 2015 came in, and, well, starting in around that time, I was having issues with my then girlfriend at the time in January, and in February we ended up breaking up. A 2.5-year long relationship. Well, actually 2 years. 2 years.
Yeah, it was
not
like,
2.5.
Yeah, it was straight up 2 years.
Well, we had known each other for 3. So, actually, it's been more like 4 years by that point. But yeah. So, I took that extremely hard, and apparently so did she. But, I tried not to let it affect my studies, and, I kind of let it, for that semester at least. So then, I used the summer to get my head on straight, and everything was good. I went into the fall semester this year, or I guess last year, feeling better about myself. And then I started taking classes again, and that's when everything started going to crap again. I wasn't doing good in classes because I couldn't understand any of it. I was totally unhappy with the school I was in. I didn't feel like I I didn't feel like I fit in. That's what I meant to say. Didn't feel like I fit in. Everything was strange to me. The way people acted. I couldn't make friends. I made a small group of friends, but I did not feel motivated to see them as much as I should have. I didn't feel motivated to get out of bed. I mean, there was this one time I spent an entire weekend just drinking and watching TV. I would wake up, puke my guts out on... I'd come back from classes on Friday, start drinking like crazy, pass out, wake up on Saturday, puke my guts out, start drinking again, wake up Sunday, puke my guts out, get myself together so I could go to classes on Monday. And that was a really bad weekend for me. I was just so depressed. But I got past that. But I just found out 2 or 3 days ago that I lost my scholarship. And I'm kind of using that as an opportunity to build my life back from the ground up. I wasn't happy at Alabama. I wasn't happy with what I was studying. And now I've got the opportunity to change what I'm doing. But it's going to make things more difficult because before my college was being paid for, and now we have to pay for it ourselves, which is a financial burden that I was hoping I didn't have to put on my family. But it is what it is. I can't really change that. But from there, I have to figure out what I want to do with my life, but hopefully 2016 will be a better year. Hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta look at it as kind of like a positive thing because, like losing your scholarship, that it does suck, yeah, but you weren't happy there, so that was like, I call it the universe's way of saying like, yo, get the fuck out of there, start doing something else. And like I said, Thomas is one of the guys who was there. He's like one of the first guys who ever said like, I'm willing to help you out with this whole YouTube pipe dream thing. And and he's been with me since the start, and we've been friends longer before that. And just so it also like that gave me, like, when you told me about how you lost your scholarship and everything, that gave me more of a motivation of how I would like to get, like, how I would like to be, somewhere in like the next year or even 2 years or 3, 4 years, where basically you are doing something that I hope I can help you. I help you. We both help each other go into positions where we are happy what we're doing, either doing something creative or maybe just doing something creative on the side and still having something fulfilling come out of it. So it really helped me, put in perspective more that I'm not only doing this for myself now, I'm also doing it for my mom and dad because I would like to make money off of this and I can retire them. I'm also doing it, for Thomas because I want him to start making money doing something cool, basically. And, I want to help him get there in any way I can, whether it's him doing this with me or helping him doing his own show. I whatever I can. And that's kind of how I look at it. So basically, basically what I'm saying in a sappy way, you're going to be hearing a lot more from me, bitch. You're not getting away from me.
Oh, yeah, that sounds perfect.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy.
I'm sorry for anybody in headphones.
Oh, God. Oh, don't worry. I'll edit and post and make it so it's bearable.
Put some sexy music in the background.
Some public domain saxophone.
Yeah, public domain. All right.
That should be the name of the podcast. Public domain saxophone.
It's public domain saxophone. That's it. DSP presents the public domain saxophone
with Keemstar.
Starring Keemstar. Hashtag drama alert.
Oh God.
That's all right. That's it. DSP presents public domain saxophone. Hashtag drama alert.
I am
that's
not.
A title.
I am not.
That's a title.
No.
That's a title.
Hey, no. Come on. At least all right. You know what? I'll do something like that. Something
like that.
I guess the moral of this episode is for anybody who's kind of struggling with their life right now. Sometimes you just got to build up from the ground up. I mean, sometimes I'm going to use a metaphor here. If you're on the beach and you're building a sandcastle and your sandcastle looks like shit, do you sit there and say, "Okay, I'm just going to stick with this," or do you kick that crap down and you start building up another one? No, you kick that crap down, you start getting your hands full of sand, and you start building another one. I mean, I had opportunities, but they weren't opportunities that made me happy, and they weren't opportunities that I could properly utilize because it's just not how I work. It's not how my brain works. So I'm taking the chance to build things up and change them. And look at Khalil. I mean, he went through so much in the last couple of years, and now he's starting to make a comeback, and he's starting to turn things around, and he's got so many plans for the future, so many things that's going to make a better outlook for himself. It's just everything isn't as hopeless as you think it is. Things will get better, and it's just you got to take things into your own hands. Just make the best out of a situation, and as long as you're happy at the end of the day, that's all that really matters.
Yep, that's basically it. That's it. All I have to say is just don't give up on anything, on your dreams or on what you're trying to do that would help you financially. Because
don't let your dreams be dreams.
Don't let your dreams. I can't do a Shia LaBeouf accent, but no, just keep going. That's all I can really tell you. Just keep going, keep grinding. That's like the most simplest way I can tell you. Just and when people ask me how I get to being at least stable right now, I just keep grinding. I'm not even done grinding. I'm not even nowhere near where I want to be.
Yeah, pop that booty.
Yeah, I hate you so much. Well, basically, just keep grinding. That's it. Yeah. And maybe one day you'll end up like Donald Trump. All right. Thank you guys for watching.
Oh, my God. This has been the Curious Internet Podcast.
My name is DJ Bunch, and I'm not a DJ.
And I'm that asshole, and fuck Donald Trump.
Thank you guys for listening to this podcast. We out here. See you.